traditionally, we would start by just having like out of character, just a recap of what happened last time. But I did warn you that we're going to start today basically immediately with you going to report to Grimhand about what you've been doing since last time. So we're just going to go straight to that, since it's going to also include kind of what you did last time. But just like as a super quick reminder, you fought some Ruby Order people up north at Godfish Lake. You did not fight Naldradon's people. You chose not to do that. And yeah. Basically, we're fast forwarding a little bit to the point since the like thieves investigation thing came to a bit of a stop. We are fast forwarding you to the ship, and at this point, Vesta will. At this point, you are still working on your stuff that you've been working on. So you're still in that.
All right.
But you will be coming into all of this quite soon. But anyway, so your group, who is now one person shorter, is now standing in front of Grimhand, who is asking for your weekly report.
Oh, wait.
Have we already reported what we got from the Stoics?
Yeah. That was
Okay.
last time. Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna ask the same thing. So
I was trying to remember when I was like writing down my notes, like reorganizing them. I'm like, oh god, I have no idea when our last report was.
I think
I
it
know
was
my
when
notes
you...
are so out of order. It's
And
crazy.
how much it covers, I don't know.
Pretty sure the last time we met was when you picked Cell up. So it's been a lot of stuff.
Yeah. And we picked you up right before the trial? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because he was very open about doing work at the drow. Yeah,
It's
I remember
honest,
that. So
honest work, you know? Okay.
Normal stuff.
My favorite part about that was you starting off with like making sure the judge knew that you were not with us.
yeah, I should thank you for that because
And chiming in with, oh yeah. I've worked with the trial.
Anyways, who wants to start off? You can then, of course, others can fill in if you forget something.
Yeah. Well, that's right. Yeah. Well, you know, I wanted to make myself quickly useful, so I found out about a anti-Warforged agenda group meeting that's been held routinely at the Pink Pony. Though there were some complications, they would not let us join the meeting. For if we did, they would want us to publicly pretty much have the information go public that we were anti-Warforged, which we thought was not the best situation, as I hope you agree. I don't know this. Oh, we already brought Bobbert, we already brought here, right? I'm pretty sure we told him about him, yeah.
Yes. We dropped Bobbert off. We made a little bit of progress on the on the search for the thief and updated the Duke's or the Captain Bell. We updated Captain Bell about it.
Rosewood sent us to Obel. Obel sent us to the Wetfoots. Wetfoots told us about Sausage. And then the note sent us to Naldridon.
Mm-hmm.
And then we ran away.
Grimhand interrupts you and asks, Sausage?
Yeah, it's a name of the thief, as far as we know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they didn't just tell us how they made sausage here. No, yeah.
I see. Proceed.
Yes, Sausage is something of a black sheep of the family. Yeah, and he wasn't there when we were there, unfortunately. Somewhere in the city, we were told. And then, yes, on our way out, we were confronted with members of the Ruby Order who wanted us to. We got in a bit of a kerfuffle, and but we got out of there. And
There was a
As
weird
did they.
There's a
Yeah.
weird sea creature that came out of the water. I'd never seen it before.
yeah, a Sahagan. Yeah. And then we learned that Notre Dame might know where Sausage is, but yeah.
I went to my magic lesson, but they didn't teach me anything. Kind of mean.
I don't know if there's anything else.
I don't think there's anything.
Grimhand, of course, like is listening to this just like as usual, not really emoting much anything. But as you start to sort of stumble and try and figure out what else was there to say, he looks at the four of you and says, "Where is Erevan?"
Oh, right.
Right, yeah.
He wanted to go check out Naldridon. This was before we knew where Sausage was, or before we knew that Naldridon would know where Sausage was. And so he wandered into that section of town. And also, that section of town has a dead magic zone.
And
Where's
Naldridon
that?
is the only one with magic in that walled off area too. Who has
Yeah.
magic?
Yeah, supposedly, yeah. And Erevan has not come back out, and we tried to contact him with the send-in bone, and it did not. Got nothing back.
At this point, by the way, there was like a few days of extra time there. You would have had time to test it, and the item works. Yeah. So even though the 2 times you wanted it to work hasn't worked, the item itself works.
Okay.
Who'd you test it on?
Just friends from back home, just catching up.
It would have not actually worked to send a message back home.
Never mind. Just kidding.
You would have tested it on each other. As that was the idea on testing it, because otherwise, like again, if you tried calling home, it wouldn't work, and that would again kind of not tell you anything. The easy way to test it is to just be like, okay, I'm gonna send a message to you.
Right.
But I mean, maybe you have tried actually to use it to contact home, and you have discovered that it doesn't work. Which isn't news. You knew that would be the case.
One of us did.
Yes.
What makes you think that person was back home?
Would you know someone here prior to coming here?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Grimhand, again, like quite stoically, just says, and how long has Erwin been away?
Couple days now.
Yeah.
I see. Please wait here. And Grimhand heads away.
Do you think he... I think that went pretty well.
I mean, he might be okay because he's in the dead zone, right?
He might be, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe. Oh, man. That Grimhand's a scary guy. I can never tell if he's pleased with us or gonna duck our pay some more.
It's a couple of minutes. It is longer than usual when Grimhand's been like, hey, wait there for a second. It's longer, but eventually he comes back, and he says, good work on getting updates on the thief. Hopefully you will be able to continue that work and help the Duke's people with that. And it is you have found out other good information as well. But at this point, there's two things I need to discuss with you. Firstly, let's discuss Talia. We interrogated Barbert, and I must say that the ambassador was quite displeased about the whole situation. But I was able to, let's say, keep some details away from her. Because I am sure that such a thing will not repeat, and I can put myself on the line here and know that you're not going to do anything similar again. As the ambassador's orders were, we are not to pursue any leads about the old expedition, or for that matter, leave the city.
Oh.
I am sure that the ambassador would have, at the very least, docked your pay for this, but as said, I was able to perhaps leave some of the details on the table, so I'm sure this will not happen again.
Above table, I don't think I was here for that. What happened with Bobbert here?
So when we went to see the Stoics, I asked if there was anyone, if they knew anything about the people who were here before.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then he said that there was someone who lived outside of town. So I went by myself outside of town and found Bobbert, who actually crash landed here 20 years ago. So he is not part of the first expedition who we have been told not to try and find. But Bobbert was a very scared, traumatized individual. And you all wouldn't know this, but I told him not to say anything about, because before I asked him about the first expedition, and he knew nothing before I realized that he's been here for 20 years. And then I told him not to say anything, and it would seem as if he blabbed. So I am displeased about that. But
You sound like a thug right now.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Yeah. That's the deal with Bobber. But we dropped him off here because there was really no better place to bring him. He also does not speak the local language, so, or not well. He kind of like brokenly speaks it.
So yeah, then Grimhand continues and says, well, we must of course find Erevan. I and the ambassador, we're quite displeased by your lack of communication towards us. You should have reported this much sooner. And in general, I would advise you to tell us before you do such brazen things and dangerous things. It is always better to tell us first, and then we can help. And of course, with things such as going after Barbet, it would have been better to ask for permission first, which we could have granted, rather than do it behind our backs here. And the same goes for this deal with Erevan and this Naldradon situation. Regardless, we have set up precautions for such situations, and the ambassador has prepared a special team who is whose specialty is dealing with situations exactly such as this. So you are hereby ordered not to pursue Erevan currently. The other team will handle the situation and find him. And we decided with the ambassador that it is in fact best if you lay low for a while. It sounds like you are gaining some heat on yourself, so it will be best to lay low for the time being. So you should go to your home and you should try to do as little as possible. You can forget about working on your mission right now for a little while. We will let you know when you can again start working on it. But at least until we find Erevan, you should consider yourselves to lay low and as said, preferably do nothing at all. Yes, that is pretty much the situation at hand. Do you have any questions?
Yes. That laying low thing might be hard because we're meant to find people to speak on our group's character based on that judgment. And right now we're sitting at a pretty low number.
Grimhand says, what do you mean? You did not report on this.
Oh.
So long ago. And, I was separate. It's basically because of the whole judge thing with with Artie. We need to get people to speak well in our group before we go back for the next judgment.
Grimhand says, well, that is unfortunate, but your orders stand. You are to lay low. And preferably not pursue such things.
All right.
Can we, go get food?
Yes, of course. You can get food and perhaps read some books. Pass the time.
Should I go to my magic lesson then?
Yes, of course. Just don't do anything out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Well,
I feel like that's not gonna happen, but okay.
Yes, Grimhand. Of course, Grimhand.
Whatever you say, Grimhand.
Whatever you say, Grimhand.
I'm just glaring at Talia, being like, you're gonna happen most likely.
Grimhand says, if there's nothing else, you can go to Fula for your salary.
Yes.
All right.
Salary.
All right.
Money, please.
Well, Fula tells you that you receive 500 gold pieces, which goes to your debt. 500 remaining.
Oh. There's no like. Oh God.
You guys, I think we can ask to only put my cut towards it.
Well,
Did you not already ask?
You are all actually no, but you you are also being asked to lay low, so you don't really need money right now. So you may as well pay off your debt, because basically, unless there is some super really huge big reason why you would want to do something in particular, you're not going to be doing anything. Because Grimhand has ordered you to lay low, and I assume that you have at least some like reason to do that, and above table that is also kind of imperative to you getting Vesta on your team.
Okay.
That you don't do anything.
Yeah, won't the second judgment we're supposed to have happen like while we're laying low?
I think it's after this week.
Is that?
It's after this week, yes.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, then we don't need to.
Can we just get people from who like work the docks to just get them to talk on us?
We can do our neighbor, our grandmotherly neighbor, and we can do Artie's wizard teacher.
I got
Those
my
are two
archery
people.
teacher too.
And your archery teacher. I think those are like maybe fair guesses.
Which, by the way, pay 5 gold pieces, Ari, for your weekly lesson. But yeah, basically, so Ari will be going to your magic lesson. Basically, they're just gonna keep on trying to teach you some stuff. They're gonna keep on looking at your book. They still think that it is, or they.
I think Artie would purposely forget to bring his book.
Okay, in that case, they will just try to teach you something and ask you to bring the book next time.
He'd probably also show off all his spells that he's done between then and now. So like Eldritch Blast and a bunch of other cool stuff. Look at what I can do. I found this in my book.
The book that you didn't bring.
But yeah, they will continue to try to teach you to control your magics, and also they will ask for the book. But then, a week later, you would be expected to go back again to Grimhand, who would be asking for a report. And I assume your report is that there is nothing.
Well,
As requested, we have nothing to report.
I got some new magic tricks though.
we found a great place to eat. So,
Grimhand says that they have basically tells you that they have been unable to find any sort of clue about Erevan. And at the same time, with Vesta, you have now concluded your work, and I'll leave it up to you to decide if it was like generally it was obvious that it's not working. But I leave it up to you to decide if it was Grimhand or if it was Vesta who like decided to pull the plug on the project, being like, okay, this is not going to work. So because that changes a little bit, like if it was like your own idea and you're like, okay, it's not working, or if it's somebody else being like, stop working on that thing you want to work on.
I would probably try to pull the plug myself. Like, I don't super want to be here. And I would know if my spell isn't working. Like,
yeah. So basically at this point, it would have been like maybe a couple of days ago, and basically you've been told to just stay in the ship for now. But then Grimhand has also now already given you the, let's say, bad news that you need to join this group.
Oh, damn. Have I heard bad rumors about them is the question.
No. I mean bad news in the sense that you probably don't necessarily want to be like doing their job, but
yeah, that is true.
Yeah. I don't think you've necessarily heard anything about them. So you don't you don't know how bad it is.
It'd be awesome if you had a terrible reputation.
Yeah, no, but I could probably understand why I would need to make myself useful. Like, if my stuff isn't working, I feel like I would understand that I have to, like, pick up on other responsibility.
Yeah. But yeah, so Grimhand is now talking to the party here and says basically that Erevan is nowhere to be found, and then tells you that we are going to need to reinforce your group with someone else to help you. It is very unfortunate that 2 members of your group have already disappeared in such a way, and I hope that no more members go mysteriously missing. Again, if they do, please report such things immediately to us. And I have of course informed your new member of such obligations as well, that you should always try and remember to talk to us first about things. And then Grimhand would kind of call Vesta over from the shadows. I don't know where you were, behind a corner or something.
Under the desk.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
And he would say, so we will be bringing in Vesta here to join you.
Yeah. Sorry, it was just a noise, and I thought my cat did something. But yeah. Yeah. Greetings, new allies. My name is Vesta.
Well met.
Same to you. I have been working on a separate mission here that hasn't been going like I wanted it to, unfortunately, so my skills have been reallocated.
Is
Grimhand says,
Vesta
indeed, you Vesta's skill set will be surely useful for you. Now, even with Vesta joining you, I would still ask you to lay low for now, and we will see if next week it is time again to activate a little bit. But you can use this time to get to know each other, and the rest of Team C here can explain to you, Vesta, what their duties are, and what the job is, where they have been so far. Yes, it is time to again lay low for a while longer as we continue to investigate Erevan's situation. Do you have any questions?
is Vesta a human elf?
Oh yeah, so Vesta is an older human woman. She is wearing like a long red cloak, but with chainmail under it, and a necklace in silver. She has like a shield and a mace on her back, but she doesn't seem to be very used to the weight of carrying a weapon around. So yeah, she is quite tall, and she stands with really straight posture. Yeah.
Hiya, Vesta. I'm Artie.
Does Vesta have do you have like on right now? Do you have some sort of obvious holy symbol that would indicate your deity?
No, my holy symbol is on the inside of my shield.
Okay, so
So
someone
it
will have to
wouldn't
someone will have to come and peek
Or-
behind your shield.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the general vibe might give you some like clues. But yeah, okay. But
Does
yeah,
she have a general cleric vibe?
You know, like a cleric vibe.
Cleric vibe. She's standing like this.
Yeah.
I think there would probably be a bit of a cleric vibe.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Like she is, like she stands straight, but she's quite pale. Like she's not actually out adventuring often. And she, like you can see that she has like parchments and stuff, on her, and like a book hanging on her side and things like that. She's either a cleric or like a very martial wizard.
Yeah.
She does also have like a staff with. Okay, yeah. If they know it, she has a staff with that technically has her holy symbol on it, but it's not very like super obvious for like that it's the symbol.
Yeah, I would say like if you could maybe anyone who wants to try and like recognize the symbol, you could do a religion check. We could say like maybe a DC of 20 would be fine for trying to recognize that symbol then.
Yeah. I think like maybe lower, but yeah, sure. Let's say go 20 because
Yeah, I think it's fine. A bit of a like obscure and small symbol, so
Yeah, she's not the most popular goddess in the world.
Never heard of it.
I'll try. I have to crit in order to know it. Nope.
Yeah.
There's always a chance.
Probably one of those new ones. Who knows?
Those newfangled goddesses.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, so you can recognize that it is a religious symbol on the staff, and I also have a brooch. Is that what it's called? Brooch?
Brooch?
Brooch, yeah, a brooch.
But you said bruise. I was
It's
like,
not spelled like you would, I guess.
No.
Spelled really
Yeah, and
weird.
I never have a
Nothing
reason
is.
to say it either. Yeah, the problem with English. A brooch that you seem to like kind of recognize as a religious symbol, but not the same as on the staff.
But importantly, because this group has also come across, for example, like drow holy symbols. This is clearly, you can clearly tell that this is not one of those.
No, it's not.
You don't need to worry about having another drow sympathizer with you. Yeah.
No, not that.
no, they're talking about someone
God,
else.
so working with the drow.
No, they're talking about the other guy before me. No, I work with everybody. You know.
That's the problem.
Yeah, I mean, not really something to brag about.
Anyways, so yeah, Grimhand just kind of tells you to kind of lay low, keep playing low, and also like just shoos you off that you can fill each other up on what's going on. And yeah, then you presumably again go to Fula, who is again as usual greets you by telling like saying that may Joaquin shine your gold and such stuff, and brings out the big ledger and goes through it as if things have changed in the ledger somehow between the weeks, and tells you that it's 500 gold that you get, and that you owe 500, so he's not giving you anything. And you probably, because you did get like a bonus for Zell, you probably would ask for that as well for Vesta. But Fula actually tells you that at this point the ambassador has not yet approved of such a bonus, so right now you're not getting any more. So end result being you get nothing again, but you're debt free now.
Yay.
For now.
Start out life with debt.
And just like as a reminder, so you can ask Fula here to, or like the ship in general, your expedition crew, you can ask them to look for some magic item if you need something, instead of having to go out and try to look for one yourself. You can ask for them to acquire one, and if you can convince them that it's like critical for your mission and job, then it might be paid off from like an extra fund. But if it's just for fun, for yourself, something, then then yeah, you're gonna have to pay for it.
This sending bone was actually very critical for our mission. So if we could get reimbursed, maybe.
Yeah,
possibly.
I mean, it's not our fault it didn't work. I mean, it was very useful to, like, if we could have contacted Erevan. It would have been.
Yeah, it could have been really useful.
It could have been really useful, and that's why I got it as like an emergency contact.
Tell you're definitely the type
They're
of
not.
person to do tax write-offs all the time for everything.
But yeah, they're not paying you for this, unfortunately. But yeah, anyways, Fula also just sends you off back home to do what you want to do. So you have a couple of days before you're first supposed to bring in a list of names that you want to witness your characters. And then the next day you're supposed to go meet the judge again. So there's a couple of days, but again, the order still stands from Grimhand that you're not supposed to do anything. But basically, I think maybe the next thing you should do is maybe tell Vest like what it is you do.
Right.
As like first order of business before you decide on how to proceed with the week.
Well, Vesta, do you know the general idea of the big mission?
I think you're
We can't
muted.
hear you.
Yeah, we cannot hear you.
Sorry. To create the or to find the method of creation for the Warforged. If I understood it correctly, I was in a different area of expertise, but I've heard things, like the canteen and such.
Mm-hmm. Though obviously we're under the guise that we are creating diplomatic.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And what's our current mission? That because that's a long-term thing. What's our what are we currently trying to do?
Find a thief and beat court, pretty much.
Yeah, there was a guy who broke into the Duke's palace while we were there for a party with all the diplomat teams, and we witnessed him try and steal stuff. He didn't manage to succeed in stealing anything, and then we were tasked with trying to find the thief, and we've hit a bit of a dead end, but we sort of, or not a dead end, but we hit an area where it was better for us to hand off the mission to the Duke's people. So we informed them, and they're taking it from now, and they'll tell us if they need us again.
Okay.
And then as far as the Warforged stuff,
Really skipping over beating court, huh?
oh, court, right? Yeah. So Artie, there was an unfortunate incident for which I was not present. Actually, you know what, Vesta? I'll just tell you, I was present. But when we go to the judge tomorrow or the day after, whenever we're doing that, he's supposed to think I was not, because that is what I told. That's what I told the ambassador, which at this point in time feels like an unnecessary bit of protection against myself. I was worried we were going to be taken to jail, but that doesn't seem to have happened. But I should not. I don't want to backtrack on what we said earlier.
All right. Yeah.
So, Artie. Someone died because Artie does not have the best control over his magic, and so we are seeing a judge and we have to bring people who speak to our character, our good character as a group.
Mm.
It was self-defense though, because they were trying to
Yes,
attack
they
me.
were attacking Artie.
Okay. And have you looked for anyone that can speak to your character as a group?
Can we
Well,
say
we don't make
that?
the best first impressions.
No.
Mm.
Do you
We
have
say
any
that-
good
Vesta
relations?
here,
We would've-
Vesta here already
Mary?
like having made a long note of like murder, lying to a judge.
No.
Oh, not the best first impression. Okay.
knowing
I've been
that
honest.
knowing that the hearing is coming up, can we say that we would have like asked Artie to ask the wizard teacher if he would be okay being a reference? Because I know we have to hand in the list of names, but I don't want
Yeah.
to be rude. Like you
Uh,
ask someone before you put them as a reference on your resume.
I don't think he's
Would
a good
Artie have
pick.
asked?
Oh,
Artie-
really? You don't
No.
think?
No, he doesn't really like me that much. Like, I had to learn all the spells on my own. He doesn't really teach me anything.
Oh.
All right. Well,
I guess
Artie,
we're down another person.
Artie, if you don't think he's a good pick, then all right. And then the same goes with like Arya and her archer teacher.
Yeah, I definitely would have asked.
Oh, what about our neighbor?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
I mean, we're good neighbors, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't bring any trouble to the apartment or house, at least. So
Can we say we spend some of our downtime chatting with her?
What do you want to chat about?
The weather?
Anything.
But,
I
Her.
see.
Ask about
I see.
her.
So you,
Price of
you
bananas.
So you,
Yeah.
you want this person to come and defend you at court, but you don't care to hear anything about them.
No, I want to ask about.
you
bring
just
over-
want to talk about like the most useless stuff.
but,
Oh no, let's ask about her and her life story.
mhm.
Yeah, she would tell you that she was a baker. She's like an old human woman. She was a baker, and she I mean, somebody should well, she was a baker. She had a daughter. Who was born like, let's say like 40 years ago or something. And her husband died in the war. Around that time, she was teaching her daughter to continue on with the work at the bakery. But the daughter was also very interested in learning about fighting, as the Drow invasion, the war was going on at this time when she was born. And the old lady doesn't really want to talk about that, talk about more details, unless somebody wants us to succeed in a little persuasion check.
No, I wouldn't try. No, if she doesn't want to talk about that's her right.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, and if we fail persuasion, it might not be good to bring her for the thing
Yeah.
either. Kate, you're muted.
Kate, you.
Oh, thank you. Sorry. That's fair. I think the risk of what happens when we fail is not worth it.
All right, maybe another
Is-
time.
Is your bakery still open?
The bakery is not open because she no longer works and she has nobody to continue the work.
So sad.
Which
I
sounds
mean,
like, yeah.
I mean, I'd be willing to learn how to bake.
She's not looking for an apprentice.
I mean, like, just how to, like, bake a cake or something. Because I've never, like, made anything before.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, she would be open to just like teach you basic baking, I guess. But yeah.
Quick question. Anyone have her name? It's been a while since we first heard her name. Just asking, just throwing that out there real quick.
I've been calling her Nana Neighbor in my notes.
Right, but I don't know if we can write Nana Neighbor on our list for the judge.
Ooh,
I'm not sure we got her name.
yeah, it would be like
We did. Oh,
The classic.
I mean, we'd probably open the conversation with, "Hi, we're your neighbors. What's your name again?"
we have a new person.
Yeah, there you go.
Who can introduce themselves.
Hey, you're old. Vesta's old. We
I'm
like
not-
each other.
As you say this, I will look at you with like indignation. I'm what? I'm in the peak of my life here.
quite right.
See, this is what we mean. Not very good first impressions with people generally. So,
Yeah, I can notice why you can't find anyone.
But she tells you that her name is Ira. Y-R-A.
Syra, and this was the baker.
Yes, and your neighbor.
You guys want to try my banana cake?
sure, I'll try it,
I mean,
Artie.
she would not have started teaching you right away now.
Yeah, when you
Like,
make it,
over-
yes.
At some point over time, she might teach you, but like right now, not really.
This is Artie's blind faith try to establish a baseline.
Right.
Like she's not really trying to like hang out with you a lot.
Oh.
She
People who wanna hang out with her.
wants to kind of be left alone a lot of time.
Yeah.
And
Well, if you need any
especially
help, you can just tell us.
especially after you pestered her about her life story, which made her sad.
Oh no.
Pastor, we just asked. She didn't want to talk about it. She didn't have to tell us.
We specifically
you
didn't
asked-
roll the persuasion check.
Maybe it would
Maybe
have
she
helped.
wanted.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna drop one thing here right now, just because I don't really know when else to tell you about this. Again, this suddenly now that you're talking to your grandma neighbor, this suddenly made me think about the time when I was like, hey, this has nothing to do with the grandma. When you
Yeah.
find the drow symbol, but this also has nothing to do with the grandma. This has nothing to do with anything going on right now. But one thing that I was reminded of, and which I'm not quite sure if it came across super clearly. But just for future reference, you should note down the fact that Naldradon, or the person you met at the Duke's Palace, who introduced themselves as Naldradon, was a black dragonborn, and is about like the same height as Arya. Similar build, looks especially for like somebody outside the Dragonborn race would look quite similar. So I'm just gonna drop that little piece of information here. You can do with it what you want at any point in the future. Anyways.
Maybe we could try to have Captain Bell speak on our behalf. Talk about what we found in the investigation so far.
That's a good pick, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Do we have to inform people that there are character witnesses?
I think it's a good idea to. I mean, I don't think we'd be pleased if we call him a character witness.
If they need to keep like a go there to be at a specific time, I might need to like know.
So no, you don't need to inform them for that, because the whole point is that you are going to go and give you the list of names to the court the day before, and they are going to go and pick these people up for the thing. So you don't necessarily need to go and meet them right now.
Should I put Goldbert the Wheelwright on the list?
No, I
Swell guy.
And I guess it needs to be natives, on like that talk on your behalf.
Yeah, it wasn't specified, but that would be implied. Yeah, that you can't just use your own people to.
Yeah, I can't speak on his behalf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think 3 people is terrible. You know, we've got Ira, Captain Bell, and Ranger Brom. That might be sufficient.
All
I
right.
mean, they said any number of people, right?
Mm-hmm.
They did say any number of people, which could have been a bad idea if you bring like a list of 100 people. The hearing goes on for a week.
Yeah.
But yeah, is that the 3 people you're gonna submit? Or are you gonna throw in any other like random people you've met like in passing?
There's only one other person, but I think we already discussed it. The Duke's daughter.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
We haven't really done anything impressive with her.
No, but we were polite, and I think that's better than most. So.
Yeah.
But
that's fair. Do you want to put Zarella on the list?
I'm just asking you guys. I'm just throwing that out there real quick.
Okay.
Did you guys
I feel like she could go either way. So.
Did you guys put Barrel and Borrel on the list?
We did not put Barrel and Boral. We could.
We did buy them a drink.
We did buy them drinks. Yeah.
Well, Arnie did.
And then they talk about how I got pushed by Warforged.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't.
I think 3 names is good enough.
I think 3 is
Okay.
good. It's fine.
All right.
It would be kind of funny to put Nolter down on there, but
Just as a way to talk to
Yeah.
him. we tried to go to your house and you weren't there, so.
All right. Anyways, during the couple of days here, you would also have Ari would go to a lesson, and so would Arya. So first of all, 5 gold pieces. for your lesson with Ranger Brahm.
Another one, or
Yeah, because it's five per week.
okay? I didn't know if it's last week or this week. So okay.
And yeah, Artie would be sent to another lesson. Would you be showing the book to them at this time? All right. They would very
I can go get it because I kind of just forgot about it if you want.
yeah, I mean they would definitely want you to go and get it if you would. So would you give them the book is the question.
Sure.
All right. Well, they wouldn't be able to tell you much more about it this week either. They would basically say the same, that it's that you're a warlock. It's a warlock's book, and it must belong to some sort of demon, or more likely a devil that has somehow tricked you into a pact.
But I never talked to one of those things before. I didn't sign anything or make a pact with anybody.
The people at the Magium would kind of not believe Artie and would just insist that some sort of a devil of some other infernal creature must have somehow tricked you into a pact, and they say that if you bring the book, they can keep investigating it and try and figure out who it might be.
What do you do with the book when I give it to you?
They'll just tell you they're investigating it.
Okay.
But yeah, so you take your list of names to the court, I assume, and then the next day you just go there. Yeah.
All right.
So your list of names were your neighbor. It was Captain Bell, and the ranger. Yeah. And you were told to come by noon. Noon there, and you arrive, and you don't see anybody else around here, but the guard at the door tells you to go to the judge's office again. And the judge greets you. Again, the room is empty. And the judge tells you to sit down.
Yes, Vesta, we should probably sit further to the side, just to, since we're not a part of this, in a way.
The judge looks your group over and says, "Where is there's supposed to be 4 of you. and an observer.
Well, I'm only here observing.
Yes, we brought another observer, and the fourth member has tragically gone missing, and it's been very hard on us.
Yes, I've been helping them with their grief.
The judge if again, this is like a super old elf this judge, and I kind of feel like if they were wearing like eyeglasses, they would like take them off and they would be like, so what you're telling me is out of the group of 5 people who were at the in the vicinity of the killing of Xerox, 2 have gone missing.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, Erevan, he went to follow up on a lead from the investigation that Captain Bell had us on, and that lead put him in Naldradon's area, and so we're worried something bad might have happened to him.
Yeah, the last thing we knew is he went to a very bad part of town, unlike Kalon, who just sort of disappeared in front of our eyes.
But Captain Bell says we shouldn't go after him because
Yeah.
he's going to investigate his own.
We have good reason to believe that something bad happened to Erevan. Not like
the judge says there you definitely should not go to that part of town. Nobody should, and if indeed your companion has gone there, then I would expect them to be lost for good.
Oh.
Like gone, or like they captured him and tied him up somewhere, or
we shouldn't speculate on such things, just that I would not expect to see this Erevan again. Well, my condolences for your lost ally then, but you have been called here for to continue our assessment of your group. You had asked a few people to come and speak on your behalf. On your list, you had asked Captain Bell to speak on your behalf. Unfortunately, Captain Bell is not would not be able to give you an impartial, or not impartial, but yeah, Captain Bell would not be able to be a witness in this situation. However, I have heard from the Baker Irel, and I have Ira, and I have heard from the Ranger Braum. And they have spoken on your behalf.
Why is Bell not a good person?
Captain Bell is part of the Duke's Guard, and as such cannot take part in such a proceeding.
Why not?
It is not allowed.
Why not?
It is the law.
Oh, okay.
But yes, I have heard from your character witnesses. I do wish that I had been able to hear from perhaps more people, but The two you brought to me have spoken well about you. So I am now asking you to give any final remarks on yourselves and the situation.
Artie's been dutifully going to his magic lessons, and they've been going pretty well.
I learned some spells.
Yeah. So, following orders there.
And we are very sorry for what happened.
Yes.
I believe them.
Do you end up finding Kayla?
The judge says, I am not here to comment on such things. Well, having heard your testimonies as well as those of your character witnesses, I have decided that there is not going to be need for any further punishment. But I have decided that your group does not necessarily pose any direct danger to the people of the city. But you have been at the center of an extraordinary situation. And as such, I have decided that I will send out word to the Duke's Guard. And they will all be given orders to keep a closer eye on you. And make sure that you act in accordance to our laws and do not do anything out of place. And if such things happen, they have been informed that they should send you back before me, and I will at that point be much less amicable. But I do commend your mission to learn about our culture, as well as perhaps teach some of yours, and hopefully our exchange will be fruitful. But, as said, my job is to worry about the security of the people of the city, and as such, I must make sure that our guards are well aware of any possible points of danger.
Are there any oh, go ahead, Artie.
Is there any written laws that you could give to us, like all of your laws written down, so we know what not, so we can make sure we follow the laws?
You already have, like, Aaron had a book. Aaron's
he
read
did?
about this. Yes.
Okay, never mind.
But I would like to know about it. I haven't had the time to read up on this. Do you have like a public library with legal books?
So your group would likely have like a book to refer to.
Okay, cool. Maybe I could have done that during the downtime or something.
Are you gonna say something, Haley?
I was gonna ask pretty much the same exact thing, so
Okay.
nope.
All right.
But yeah, so yeah, the judge tells you this and then says, with that you are dismissed.
It's been a pleasure to be here.
Yes. Oh.
There we go. So in conclusion, you killed someone, and because of that, Artie now has to go to school. Prices are up, and every god knows your name. So you didn't get away scot-free, but at least you didn't get thrown into jail. That's great.
Yeah.
Could have gone much, much worse. So
Oh yeah, also like the expedition had to pay like fines for you, but
are we paying that off, or is that just the expedition paying it?
nobody's asked for you to pay them off.
And what was the debt for?
Talia, I think this question's for you.
The debt. I requested a magic item, an item capable of producing an effect similar to the sending spell, so that we could contact each other in the event of an emergency. And we've tried, and that is what we used it for.
Maybe
Talia
I should.
has a
Maybe I
secret.
should prepare that spell as well. Sometimes could be good.
Yeah. Zell currently holds onto it because he can
Yeah.
recharge it.
Yeah.
But if you want to have a look at it, feel free.
Oh no, I can cast sending on my own as long as I prepare for the occasion.
All right.
So in
Okay.
other words, Talia paid for nothing.
Well, it's not good. Like, if they're having an emergency, I can't do sending for them if I don't know about it. So it's not that. But right. Do we need to lay low anymore? Is the question.
Probably.
Okay.
But I don't know. I mean, we could go to the ship now and see if maybe that's all blown over yet. Or we can do some lay low scouting.
What if we try another dead drop and ask for like information on how to secure an invitation?
Oh, to Notre Dame
Yeah.
place?
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, we have these dead drop stations where if we can leave a coded message to other people who have our interests in mind, and they'll eventually get something back to us.
Yeah, there are
Alright.
people that the Livernia delegation deployed.
Yeah.
So
I feel like I need a guidebook for the resources we have. I don't quite understand what we're doing right now, but I think I'll come to get it soon.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
right now, you've been told to lay low.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Right. Do we have like downtime activities I could do?
well, what
Or-
was your project that you were?
I was supposed to try to find an easier way here. I can set up teleportation circles normally, but it doesn't quite work. There's something interfering with the magic between our lands.
Yeah.
And I'm not quite sure what. Might quite powerful from what I can feel. But But so yeah, that didn't work. Now I'm supposed to help you, I think, and like, get to know the people around here and maybe set up some goodwill between the locals and us. But I haven't had time to go out and help people very much late. So yeah,
Yeah.
guess I could go around healing people for free or something. I could make people happy with me.
Would that?
Certainly a way.
Would you?
Oh wait, no, don't
consider
do
that. Would you consider that
Oh,
laying
right.
low?
Also, we're not supposed to perform magic
Oh,
Yes, that's
out in
right.
public.
oh. Well,
Yeah,
from the
that's-
privacy
that's
of our
a-
own home.
Yeah, that's a big thing that you keep forgetting is that yeah, you so I don't necessarily want like to highlight these things too much because I also want it to be stuff that you kind of need to pick up on yourselves and kind of understand the culture. But basically, what you've figured out is that people around here, well, first of all, it is like outlawed to just go around casting spells in the streets. But also, in like private situations, people do seem to take offense to it that you just start casting some sort of spells.
Yeah, of course. Like,
which,
I wouldn't
I mean,
go up to
which,
some dude and just boop them.
yeah,
And
yeah, like that
magic
is
them
something
up.
that also just kind of should be like obvious that
Yeah, you need consent, of course.
yeah, like in I don't know, a gun isn't necessarily the best like real life analogy, but it's kind of like you go into someone's home and then you're like, hey, check out my gun, and start shooting it, and then they're like,
Yeah, no.
what are you doing? But anyways,
I
it
can't
does,
go and force feed someone vitamins.
yeah, yeah, but it does seem like there is something like beyond that as well that is like part of how the people are.
Okay.
And you'll find that there's other things as well where people seem to think a certain way and kind of act a certain way, and I'll maybe leave it up to you to figure out how it all kind of ties in and what's the reason behind it. For example, I don't know if the older players here, if you have actually like put together as a player, if you put it together why, for example, everybody's got brightly dyed hair, and why it's especially that every elf has brightly dyed hair with that dot on their forehead that also glows in the dark, or with like infra dark vision. So that's like, for example, one detail where it's like people are doing something, but I'm not sure if you've figured out the like true meaning behind it.
Could I do like religious service to like get to know people around here, like while we're laying low and like they're going to lessons and stuff? Just like that would be a way to like get an understanding of the locals, I think, at least for me.
I would again question whether that's like laying low. If you're being like, hey, everybody come and listen about let me tell you about my God.
I wouldn't preach. I mean, religious service can be a lot of things, like helping
basically,
out the church and such.
Yeah, but basically, I don't really know if you need to try and figure out what to do right now, because like Grimhand told you to like not do anything. So that's like what you should be doing is nothing. So unless you really, really, really want to do something above that, then you can also just do nothing, because I can, like, spoiler alert, next time you go and talk to Grimhand, when you go and give your report, there's going to be new stuff for you to do. So
Yeah.
I don't know if we need to figure out stuff for you to do for like a couple of days here.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no.
Yeah. I mean, if no one has any thing we need to do while laying low, I imagine time just goes by.
Yep. And that is actually, I now remember that is the thing that I was meaning to do, was that this is something I've had like planned for, or meant to do for like a couple of weeks now, but I haven't gotten around to it because I'm not really sure how to exactly do it. But I wanted to like add some sort of like calendar thing, some way to kind of follow the passage of time. I'm keeping track myself, but just so it's easier for you as well. But basically, you've been here for like 10 weeks now, coming up to this. So, and it's basically you're coming in on like July. But yeah, so you go and tell Grimhand. I mean, I guess you didn't do nothing, so what do you tell Grimhand?
That we went to our hearing and it went swimmingly.
Mm-hmm.
Except that the guard has now been informed to keep an eye on us. But honestly, I don't think I don't think we could have gotten a better outcome, honestly.
All right. Well, Grimhand tells you that they think that it's time for you to get back to work, and Grimhand says, so it's time for you to get back to work on your mission, and I would remind you of your main job, which is something in your previous more robust report, is something you did not quite report much on yet again. I would remind you that your main job, which we very much need you to do, is to learn about the culture of the people here, and about the people and the culture of this city and this continent. So I wish that you will bring me lots of news about this next week, as well as, of course, some information about the Warforged situation. But with that, I would remind you that we have still many months left until we can go home. So there's plenty of time to find out information. So there's no need to rush into things, and especially if things get dangerous, be sure to consider if it's worth the risk, and always come and tell us about these things, so we can keep ahead of things. But you can continue on with your mission now, except that there is one special duty for you. We received word from the Duke's Guard that you are expected at the guard post on Overlook. Captain Bell has some sort of update for you. So you should go and do that as soon as possible.
All right, let's go talk to Captain Bell.
Indeed.
Oh, actually, our money.
Yeah, I was like, don't you want money?
Money.
So you go and talk to Fula. Fula says, hello, welcome in, Team C. How may I help you?
Money.
Money, please.
Money, please.
Pay for our
He
wages.
says, yes, well, let's see what Joaquin has for you this week. He takes out the big ledger and starts going through it and says, Team C, yes, here it is. All right, I am to give you 500 gold pieces, as well as I am to give Vesta 100 gold pieces worth of coin here.
Oh. All right. Nice.
And he says, well, would you like these in platinum coins?
Not for me.
No, I'd rather take them in gold. You can't buy much with just platinum. No one has to change for it.
Mhm.
I'd like gold. I have enough platinum.
Yeah, go
He
for me as
says,
well.
very well. It's going to be a bit heavy, but I suppose there's plenty of you.
I'll take platinum.
And he gives you 600 gold. Because again, he doesn't give them to you individually. He gives a whole team. So he's just like, okay, you'll just take it all in gold and give you
Yeah, we'll
600.
split it. Yeah, 200 for Vesta, 100 for the rest. Cool.
Very good.
Finally, I can buy some useful things.
Mm-hmm. I've been poor for so long.
Yeah, same. I've used all my funds for the trying to cast the teleportation spell, but never worked. So
Oh,
I just wasted my money on nothing.
they didn't reimburse you?
Oh wait, it wasn't my own money. I bought some stuff with my own money, but I wasn't given a large stipend on the way here, because my church didn't know if they used the same
Oh, yes.
currency.
Indeed.
So, you would, on your way to meet with Captain Bell, you would probably pass by your home, your apartment, and dump your extra money there. And by the way, at this point then, it would be actually prudent to ask what is Vesta actually like wearing, because so one of these, I suppose, well, it's not a law, but it's a custom around here, and again, kind of a like obvious thing where your basically everybody else is wearing like normal clothes and not carrying any sort of like weapons around with them. The rest of the group, as well as people in general. What kind of stuff would you be like wearing normally? Like we're establishing kind of the standard stuff that you're wearing, with the idea that if you were to wear like armor and weapons and such with you, that is going to be seen as strange, and people are going to react to you differently if you go and talk to them looking like that. Like, for example, a little bit ago, Arya was going around in full gear and kind of scared some halflings. So,
Well,
I'm glad I did though.
I would probably like. What is the like weather like here?
so it's a little bit warmer than you're used to, but nothing super weird. So like, I mean, it's summertime right now, so days would be either like 30 Celsius.
Yeah. So.
But basically, like clothes are gonna be whatever is weather appropriate clothes.
Yeah. What I imagine myself like normally was like a cloak with chainmail under it, but I don't know if the chainmail would be visible. Like, but like if I'm not expected to like wear a like shield and like weapon with me, then I wouldn't. I would still have my like walking staff, just like big cane-ish, like as tall as me. But like I wouldn't take my shield or my mace with me if that wasn't a thing. Maybe a dagger under. Like I'm a bit suspicious. I don't trust the people here that much. Like,
yeah, I mean some of the other party members also have like hidden daggers on them.
yeah, so I would probably have a dagger on me and like chainmail under my cloak, because like I have a chain theme going on already. Like I'm wearing silver chains, and like my cloak has some like chain decorations and stuff like that. But otherwise, so yeah, I'd probably wear like chainmail under my clothes and just like my staff. Under
So
the
you
cloak,
would,
like behind me, maybe a hidden dagger.
it would be considered a little bit weird for you to be wearing chainmail.
It would. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be a bit too like much too warm, because like I was thinking that the cloak could cover it, but if it can't, then maybe I'll
It would
just
also
take it
be
off.
like, I mean, people would hear it if you're
That's
walking
true.
around in chainmail.
Yeah. Okay. I'll
Yeah.
go without the chainmail. It is a bit
Yeah.
annoying, anyways. So.
Yeah, like I mean, again, if you're expecting to go into some sort of dangerous situation, then you can, gear up. But this is kind of like your everyday, what we expect you to be having. But yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah, in that case, I have like normal clothes, my staff with me, a prayer book on my side, and maybe like a hidden dagger still.
Yeah. 2 people with books. One of them a bit worse than the other.
I mean, they're both normal books.
Yeah.
I brought books with me on this mission. They have not been used or touched.
Yeah,
I also have like
you don't. You're not like carrying them around.
No, I'm not carrying them.
But anyways, so before you head off to meet Captain Bell, we're gonna take a break. So let's take a quick break here. So 10 minutes. So we'll be back at like 6 minutes over the hour. And yeah, let's take a break. BRB. Let's keep going. So do you just want to go straight over and talk to Captain Bell?
I guess.
Curtis is also muted. Everybody talking here while
All right,
muted.
all right. I was, yeah. Let's go there. Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Sure. You zip your way over there. Do you use the elevator?
There's an elevator?
It's a hand-operated elevator
Oh,
by
oh,
a Warforged that we like mildly offended.
yeah, maybe we take the stairs.
2 Warforged, and I mean, it's not hand. It's they like walk in a hamster wheel, so it's like foot powered.
That feels not good. That sounds brutal.
But you did talk to them about it, and they said they were completely fine with it, and they liked it, and they wanted to do it.
Sure.
Anyways, you go and meet up with Captain Bell, who then greets you and says, "Welcome. I called for you. I called for you because we have discovered. We have discovered the whereabouts of Sausage."
Fantastic.
And at this stage, we're going to need your help again, because you were the ones at the palace who saw the thief, and we are going to need you to go to Sausage, and we need you to visually verify that this is the same person, the same thief. Unfortunately, this situation might be a little bit dangerous, but as we determined when we tried out some sparring, I feel like you are quite capable at working this out. So I'm not too worried about this, but still, your job is to go and specifically simply verify that Sausage is indeed the thief, and then come and inform us. You should not try to apprehend Sausage yourself.
All right.
Sausage is believed to be located in a hideout that is in the sewers beneath the city. I have prepared a few masks here that you can wear when descending into the sewers. It will protect you against the not only the smell, but the dangers lurking in there. It is not a place where a decent person would go voluntarily. But we have determined the place where Sausage is likely to be. And Bell basically describes to you the location where to enter the sewers, and also that the suspected hideout is like right there, very close. So, yes. So please do this one last thing, and then your service will be considered done.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Where do we enter the sewers from?
Do we get a map?
As I said, Captain
yeah.
Bell told you where to go.
Oh, yeah, okay.
All right.
What was the name of that urban planner?
Old Morris.
Old Morris. Did Old Morris design the sewers?
Bell says, I do not know.
All right then. Yeah.
Well, we will
Go to the sewers.
go there with utmost caution and see if the sausage is the one we're looking for.
All right. Good luck with your with it. And as said, once you have determined it is sausage, please go and report this to the nearest guards of the Duke's Guard. That you can find.
Should we try to remain unseen? I feel like a confrontation might be inevitable if Sausage sees us. Is that part of the task?
Well, as said, you should not try to apprehend Sausage.
But if he or possible companions attack us, we can respond.
Well, as I said, there is inherent danger in this mission, in going down into the sewers and into the unknown here. But of course, you should try and avoid any sort of such situations.
Understood.
Simply make sure that Sausage is the thief, and then report it to the nearest guard.
Okay.
All right.
And are we, when we report it to the guard, are we like trying to urge them to like go down into the sewers right now and go get the guy, or are we just letting them have the message to get back to you that Sausage is the thief?
The guards know what to do. Simply go and tell them about the situation.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah, straight to sewers, or if anyone has anything first.
We should go gear up.
Yeah, we should go gear up, definitely.
All right.
If we're doing it, I could take a few minutes just to cast augury, see how things will go. Just
Sure.
like general wheel or woe.
Yeah.
I should probably do that at home, though.
Yeah.
Do I share an apartment with you, or how do I live?
We all share an apartment.
Yeah, I was transferred. My living spaces was transferred as well as you guys.
Yeah.
All right. Well, while like donning armor and stuff like that, I would also, just as a ritual, cast augury.
Mm-hmm. So what is the? Well, actually,
yeah.
Actually, I just realized, because it is there's the thing that is the next 30 minutes. It would take you longer to go there, so you can't really do it.
Okay, I can't do it until we're at the sewers. Then.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to like covertly do it, like we're down an alleyway and you.
Yeah, it's gonna take 10 minutes to do it because I don't have it prepared.
Okay.
I could do it just like after we go down into the sewers, I guess.
Yeah, like a ritual cast is not a very covert thing.
Yeah, no. I didn't expect this, so. Right. Well, in that case, I just don my armor.
Yeah.
And I have nothing more to do.
And everyone else can also take whatever preparations they want to take with them. And yeah, then you head over to the place where you were told to go, which is excuse me, which is around these parts of the city over here, where basically like around here, specific stuff that would be interesting is well first of all, there is like there's this cliffside that is going on around. You know what, I'm gonna use the effect. I'm gonna use a glow effect. Does it work? Is a glow effect good? Oh no. That's that was a bad shape. What's a good shape? Nope. No. I'm gonna find a good shape. A beam? No, because it's just a beam. There was the one thing that was like you could just hold it and it was just like a light.
Field?
This is burn.
Oh, it's just burn. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So yeah, like this whole like cliffside here. There's that, which again is like a tall like cliff that goes up. There's also around here there is actually another like hill that is around here, a small hill, and on top of which is some sort of like mansion place. Not a spooky mansion, but like a lone mansion on like a hilltop in the middle of the city here. And also next to that hilltop there is a church, a little church building, a little graveyard. Those are maybe the more interesting things around here. This is also not too far away from where Xerox's shop was before getting killed. But around that area. But you were specifically told to go a little bit like close to the area between like the little hill and the cliffside, and you don't see anything too out of the ordinary around here. But there is an entrance to the sewers, and yeah, you can go in.
All right. Is it dark? I imagine.
It would be, yeah.
Probably cast light on my staff.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Because it will last an hour, so it's not concentration or anything.
I'll pull the shadows from around us and cast mage armor myself.
And do you then augurize?
Yeah.
Who's casting spells? Over there.
It's fun.
So yeah, so for augury,
Yeah.
what? Well, first of all, actually, what are your like components? What are your tools for the spell?
My spellcasting focus is my shield. Because it has
but
the symbol of my deity on it.
I mean specifically for augury.
Oh, I don't.
The like specific components.
Like what
that it is.
tokens are you using? Like like
Sticks, I
the runes
guess.
and stuff.
I don't think I'd want to carry bones with me. That feels a bit old-fashioned.
use this
Zell
bow.
would have loved that.
So probably like some marked sticks.
All right.
I'd keep on me.
Boring sticks.
Yeah,
Our
like.
magic item that can cast the sending spell is a bone.
Oh yeah, I used the sending
That
bone.
that wouldn't work because it would have to be specifically made for augury. But okay, so you have some sticks.
So
yeah.
there is also specific course of actions. I would probably ask, like, will there be great danger? Not if we'll find him, because like, if we find him, we find him. We can't do anything about it. Like, will there be great danger if we go into the sewers to search for sausage? It's probably like, yeah.
So for augury, you wouldn't ask.
Oh, I wouldn't ask a question.
Great...
No, it's just.
No. But what I mean is, you wouldn't ask like, is there great danger? You would specify like, what are you doing, and then the augury is telling you like, is it gonna be good, bad, or nothing. So because you can't really ask like, because if you ask like, is it gonna be bad, then it's
okay. I would just say I would just say go into the sewers to find sausage. Is it's the course of action. Search for sausage in the sewers.
There's always like this. It's an interesting question. It's an interesting question, and this is especially an interesting question for this specific situation. I think I'm gonna have to go with Wheel and Woe.
All right. That is worrying and confusing. I would like tell the rest of the party about this, of course. Yeah, something's probably gonna go wrong, basically.
Oh boy.
All right.
Well, let's try everything we can to make sure that doesn't happen. And just talk things out, if anything.
So, well, I can't do much more to prepare us now. None of my other spells like have a super long duration, so it would be, I don't want to waste them if we don't find them within the hour or whatever.
So basically, you don't need to be walking around the sewers for a long time or anything, because you were told that the hideout is like very, very nearby, and you indeed you actually see like basically from where you came down, you see like there's a little like wooden door leading to someplace.
In that case, I would probably cast Pass Without Trace on us. Yeah, I cast Pass Without Trace on us, and that's on concentration then.
Sure.
And that's it for me. Yeah.
So, it is you in this quite large sewer, which is full of very disgusting looking sewage. You think that if you were to fall into the water here, you would probably die from like disease. So you probably don't want to go jumping in there. And if you weren't wearing the masks that you were given, the smell would probably be pretty overbearing as well. And even through the masks, it is really bad. So you really don't want to be hanging around here for long. But yeah, you see back there this wooden door, kind of unassuming, kind of like shabby looking door. Clearly not like finely crafted or anything.
Can we look for any writing near the door?
You can. Yeah, I wouldn't even call it like an investigation check, because unless you really want to look for like some secret writing, because you don't see anything like obviously, at least no like speak friend and enter or anything, no texts telling you any passwords or anything like that, no like symbols either. It's just sewer walls and a door.
Can I just see if I hear anything like beyond the door at all? Or like hear anybody?
Yeah, you can do a perception check.
Okay.
In general, also, since you do have pass without trace on, do you want to be rolling stealth checks for the group?
Sure.
Can't hurt, I guess.
Yeah.
So you have a plus 10 to all of it. But you don't hear anything immediately on the other side of the door.
Okay.
Ooh.
Is it like a yeah?
I'm really worried for my stealth check. I have a -1. So
Are you wearing armor that gives you disadvantage?
I have no clue, to be honest. I know I'm wearing armor, but I don't know how to check if it gives me disadvantage.
What armor are you wearing?
Chainmail.
I'm gonna have to check. I think yes. But just
Yeah.
It feels like it would,
yeah,
but
yeah,
I
yeah.
can't remember which ones.
I think all
Yeah,
the
so
heavy
it's-
armors.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hide and chain shirt. Chain shirt is one that doesn't, and a breastplate as well, apparently. Breastplate is also very, very expensive. But otherwise, yeah, it's gonna be disadvantage for stealth check. Also for vest, I suppose. Then.
Yeah. Okay. So all of us do stealth checks. Okay. Cool.
Okay, it does it automatically anyway. Well, thank God for a plus
I am
10.
not very stealthy. But
Wow,
we all
okay.
get plus 10, so it's the worst of
Yeah.
us is a 17.
Oh damn!
Yeah. Did Ari's stealth check, was that already with a plus 10?
No.
Or no,
No, he
you
rolled
just
a
rolled
natural 19.
Oh, I was like, I was like, oh, that's already 22, but nope.
Ooh.
Ari's one with the shadows,
Yeah.
but so is this rock scientist as well. So
Yes.
Damn, that's a good rock scientist. Very stealthy.
Yep, that has been shady at all. They've been very forthcoming about everything.
anyway, so yeah, you don't hear anything immediately on the other side of the door.
Can anybody check for magic?
I have detect magic. I could cast it.
Because my instructor told me about a spell that will like warn if an intruder comes in.
Yeah.
You detect magic and you don't detect anything.
I let them know.
Right.
No magic on the door?
Is it locked?
So you try to open it?
Yeah.
Okay. Did not check for non-magical traps. Got him. It opens up. It's unlocked. It opens up. Do you swing it wide open?
Quietly open it.
Yeah.
Slowly.
It is a dark little corridor that leads to another shabby-looking wooden door on the other end. It's
Let's
like,
go. Let's go.
yeah, I don't know, like 30 feet, something long.
Any magic, Arya?
Quite narrow though. No magic.
Nope, nothing yet.
So you sneak closer to the next door. Still no magic.
Is it locked?
1 second. Yeah. So actually, as you approach this door, as you get close to it, Arya, you do suddenly get a ping on your detect magic.
Okay, I'm gonna let them know.
What kind?
Do you use the action to check it out?
Sure.
So you would, you would see like a very faint aura of something. It would be about the size of like a, let's say the size of like a hand, around that size category. And it would be in the school of conjuration.
That's interesting.
Is it like in the shape of a hand or just like the size of a hand?
I don't think you would necessarily be able to tell the like exact shape of it.
Okay.
So some like hand-sized little thing, blob over there, of conjuration magic.
Okay. Yeah, I let them all know.
Should we check it out?
Any noises?
No.
Should I open it?
If you believe that's what's best, yeah. I trust in you.
You open up the door carefully, and there's actually, I suppose before you open the door, you would have noted that there's some light coming from like the cracks of the door. So it wouldn't come as a surprise as you open the door that there's like more light coming out, and you open it up and you see relatively nicely decorated room, considering this is a little hut in the sewers. But it's like it's a proper room here with like there's a carpet on the floor. There's a bed. There's some shelves and such. And as you open up the door and it kind of creaks a little bit, inside you also see one halfling who turns to face you. And for those who were at the party, which was which did unfortunately not include Vesta or Zell, so the others, you would recognize immediately that this is the halfling you're looking for. And before anything kind of before you do anything else, the halfling immediately just kind of barks out and says, don't come any closer. You don't want to come in here. Go away.
All right.
Should we go?
Close the door, leave.
Yeah. I mean, we're not to apprehend them, so
We're not supposed to. You know what? I am curious. I want to detect thoughts on him so badly.
So extra information to know is that the halfling is holding one of his arms behind his back, and this is something that Arya wouldn't necessarily be able to very easily like communicate to you others. But for Arya, you note that the magic thing that you're detecting is behind this halfling in his hand.
Okay.
Is he within 30 feet of me?
Yes.
All right. You know what? Why not? I want some answers now. I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts, and I'm going to immediately try and, like, take into his mind.
Oh boy.
So he makes a wisdom saving throw, and my spell save is 15.
You know, we could have probably just talked this out a little bit, but you know.
Also,
I guess jumping right to that.
Technically, it's not immediately because you do need to make the action first to cast it and then another action to dive deep.
Of course.
So it is 2 actions.
So he would get a chance to react.
So I guess. Yeah. Okay. So I guess starting with like surface thoughts as you cast the spell immediately first. Which, by the way, I just realized kind of you could have done that before you even opened the door. You could have just used.
Yeah,
that.
I could have done.
There was the whole thing about like knowing people. You gotta remember to try to use that. But
so is there anyone else in the room besides him?
Good question. No.
Okay.
But yeah, surface thoughts right now are is basically like, oh no, I'm caught. Like that's the like initial surface thoughts. I guess you others, because Talia's doing this kind of without any sort of like components or anything, just Talia has the ability to just invade somebody's mind without anyone knowing. So you others wouldn't necessarily know that anything's going on here. You would also not know like Arya's information here, but is there anything else? Like, I guess first and foremost would be like Artie. You're holding the door, so what are you doing?
I think Artie's just stunned for a second. So
Okay.
I don't think he would
Sure.
react.
Sure.
Oh.
I kind of want to put my hands in the air and like step in front of Artie because I know there's like something magic behind his back. So I'm gonna like get in front of everybody just in case.
Yeah, I don't recognize
like
it. Like,
this.
I would just whisper, like,
Yeah.
this the guy?
Yeah, is it?
Yeah, these two are just like, zit. All right. Well, I guess then Talia would be digging deeper into his mind. So so what's the? It's 15. Okay. Let's see. It's boring.
He succeeded.
Yeah, 19.
Well, as the DM, you could just be like, "Nah, you succeeded."
Yeah.
Nah. I even gave him a 0. but
Okay,
yeah,
well.
unfortunately he does succeed. So if he succeeds, the spell ends.
Spell
Okay,
ends. Yeah.
So unfortunately you don't get to dig deeper into his mind, but as you do this, he says, I told you to leave, now it's too late, and he pulls his arm from behind his back, and now everybody sees that he is in fact actually holding a hand in his hand, like a skeleton hand. And of note is that the skeleton hand has like two fingers, or like three fingers up like this. Like this is how it looks like. And the halfling says, I wish to never see you again.
Make him blind, make him blind.
And you see one of the fingers.
Spell counter. Who's count? Just anyone.
One of the fingers curls down, and in this like split second moment here, what's your reactions?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Fuck. Basically.
Everybody's reaction is just no.
Worst expedition ever.
I'll try and grab him. I don't think I'll make it, but I'll try and grab him.
Yeah, I mean you would be way too far away for that.
Okay.
But basically, yeah. So one of the fingers curls down, and but nothing happens
Oh.
to you. You look at the halfling and suddenly notice that his eyes are starting
It's
to
bleeding.
his eyes are starting to bleed, and
You have to
he
phrase your wishes better than that.
he said he just goes into a panic, and he's like, what's happening? I can't see anything.
At this
Can I
point,
try lay on
uh,
hands?
Vesta would just laugh like, haha, you should have
I mean,
phrased your spell better.
So are you like rushing in there? Because again, like you would be like 30 feet away. So are you like running in there to like slap a hand on the halfling
I would try
to
I'll
try and lay on
slowly
hands?
approach.
Do we get
No, I'll
like an
slowly
action or
approach.
something to like to use? Like
Sorry,
when
what did you
running?
say?
Could I use a spell? Like, can I use command before he has the time to speak again?
Yes.
In that case, I want to use command and say drop.
All right.
Unhand. No,
what's the DC on that?
19, I think. No, 17. 17. It's a +9 to my spell attacks, but it's a 17 for my DC.
Okay, so then the halfling is kind of seems a little stunned for a moment, and they do drop the hand that they were holding. And they're
I want it.
just sort of grasping their face and eyes, and they're just like, I can't see anything.
Yeah, I want to be like, hey, I'm gonna try and heal you real quick.
Yeah.
I'm
can try
gonna
and lay
try and
hands.
take the hand.
Yeah.
Priorities, I guess.
Someone just take the hand. Like, don't leave it with him.
So yeah, you I guess Talia grabs it.
Yes, I want to grab it.
Good luck with that. And then you can use your lay on hands. How much do you want to lay on your hands?
I guess I'll just try doing 20. See if that works.
Was laying on hands?
Lay on hands is like a healing thing.
Paladin.
Yeah.
Healing.
Here, I can.
Who is the okay? It's hey.
But so yeah, you yeah, I guess it doesn't need to be a willing creature or anything. You can just force your magic on the halfling. You yeah, I mean, I guess for lay of hands, you lay on hands, you would kind of know how much, or like you would know if they are kind of still like wounded, I guess. So in that sense, I would actually say that you expend 0. And
Okay.
you instantly realize that lay on hands is doing nothing.
Does lay
Okay.
on hands like fix injuries or like, curses? Maybe I guess this is.
It can heal sickness, or it can be healing like points for hit points.
Okay.
I think. That,
Yeah, you can regain hit points.
Yeah, or you can cure diseases or poison.
As a separate thing.
Yeah, as a separate. Yeah,
She
has like a pool of hit points
yeah.
she can give out.
But yeah, so your lay on hands does nothing. The halfling keeps screaming like, "Why can't I see anything? It hurts."
How old is like the halfling around? Do we know that?
Yeah.
How old this one is?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, looks like 20ish or something.
Okay.
Like young teen. No, not a young teen. Like young adult in like human terms.
I'd probably just say something like, "Well, are we leaving?" Or
What? We're not gonna just leave him here screaming into his hands. Are you kidding me? Like,
But if we bring him back, they'll be upset with us.
yeah, exactly. Which is why I said we should be leaving. Without him, I meant.
Yeah.
I could stay with him, and you guys could leave and get the guards.
Sure.
It's an option, yeah.
Is there like a bookshelf or something like we can put in front of the door?
I guess.
If Arya's staying with him.
You're staying?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and stay with him and try and help him in any way I can.
Right, well,
I mean,
sure.
I don't know.
In
what
that
else I
case,
can
we
do
don't
for
need
him,
to trap him, I guess.
Uh,
Should we hurry back and just tell the guards?
yeah, it's not that far away, yeah.
Shouldn't we get some information out of him though?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if that. Yeah.
I mean,
sure.
he's screaming into his hand.
Oh.
I don't know if
That's
he has...
true, yeah.
He
Yeah,
seems like he's in a lot of pain.
halfling is like rolling on the floor screaming. You don't think you're gonna be able to ask any questions? Oh, wait, well, you won't get any answers to anything.
Does anyone have like calm emotions or something like that? He might.
I do, but
Not paired.
I don't know if, like, does that work against non-magical frightening? Because he's just in pain.
Oh.
So I don't know if he's like,
Alternatively, you can make a target indifferent about creatures of your choice that it is hostile towards. Okay, so
I can make him brave and immune to frightening or something, but I don't know if it would
right.
do anything actually.
Can I do a medicine check just to see what I can do?
Alternatively, you can make a target indifferent about the creature. No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, so you could like. I'm not gonna say that you wouldn't be able to like do something, because it does, like, the first thing that it says is you attempt to suppress strong emotions. But I think your experience with the spell would tell you that it's probably not going to help in this situation.
Yeah.
Like, I could dominate person and just manually suppress it, but that's a big spell slot. I'm not sure it's worth
We're
it.
brute force.
Yeah.
You will be calm.
So if you want to get information, would that
Yeah.
help? I don't know.
Like, I'm not sure it's worth the effort.
Right, we want him to answer questions.
I think I could do that.
But yeah, Arya, you can do your check.
Okay. I hope I roll well. It's not great, actually, but...
You got no idea. No idea what would help. Other than like, I think you would have an idea. Like, one idea would be that if this person was unconscious, then they wouldn't be in this pain. so like, take that as you will. But that's about the only solution you can come up with.
And Cure Wounds probably isn't going to do anything more than Lay on Hands would, so...
I wouldn't expect so.
No.
So, the halfling is screaming in pain. What are you doing? The rest of you, are you leaving?
suppose so. Yeah, let's get those guards. They might have more help than we can provide.
Yeah.
All right. The guards tell you that oh well. Okay, well, what do you tell them? What do you tell the guards?
We should not tell them. Or no, no. These are the guards of the town. We should not tell these guys about the hand.
I vote we do not tell them about the hand.
Could I try something before we get the guards?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Could I try to cast suggestion on him?
Oh.
On a guard?
On the sausage.
Sausage. Oh, before we leave, cast suggestion.
Yeah.
Well, again, my advice in this situation would be that you don't expect you're going to be able to really do much with things like suggestion or anything like he's currently not in a state where you can really interact with him.
Can I do lesser restoration? I forgot I had that.
Oh.
Yeah, you can keep slinging your spells, but yeah.
I will.
We don't have a lot of opportunity to use spells. We use them when we can.
Yeah.
The
Lesser
condition can be
restoration, yeah, it does not help.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd probably need something bigger. This seems like a wish adjacent item.
Yes.
I know, but I was just trying what I can.
Talia, why don't you
Feel
just
bad
wish
for the
for his
guy.
eyes back?
Oh.
Yeah. How does that work if you have two contradicting wishes? Like if
I assume newest trumps
Yeah.
old.
But, yeah, maybe we, so guards?
Yeah.
All right.
Guards.
But it was a good try.
All right.
I will of course allow you to do as you please, but I love how you instantly go into like, we are going to hide information again mode. Like that is your default setting. Is like there's important information here. We're gonna hide it. We're not gonna tell anyone about it.
I'm definitely gonna tell Grimhand about this, but like not the random guards.
I'm not there to tell, so.
But okay, so what do you tell the guards?
We have found sausage and have confirmed it is him, and he has blinded himself. But it was not us. The guard looks at you a bit confused. As says, blinded himself? Mm-hmm.
He has some unknown magic, and it seems to have backfired.
Okay. Well, thank you for your work. You can go home, and we'll handle the situation.
Oh, one of our teammates is with him.
So we'll just wait here for you guys to go get them, and then we'll leave with our party member.
Oh, well, it's going to take a moment. We're gonna need to go to the guard post and come back.
All right, we'll wait.
Okay.
Just stand there with arms crossed. Mm-hmm.
All right.
So it takes like 10-15 minutes for the guards to go, and they come back, and they are carrying the same kind of masks as you were given. And there's actually like 4 of them, and they say they don't really actually they don't really say anything to you. They just go into the sewers, and so at this point, Arya, you've been alone there with this screaming halfling for like
I'm just trying to tell him to breathe. Trying to calm him down.
The guards come in and they seem I guess confused is a fine word. They seem very confused about the situation because you're just there and there's a halfling rolling on the floor with like blood all over their face, and they're just screaming in pain and being like, I can't see anything. Do you say anything?
I should be like, I did what I could to heal him, so all yours, I guess.
They say, all right. They kind of look at each other and sort of think about their options for a moment, and one of the guards says, I guess we can probably just carry him away. And
You're gonna take him? Where are you gonna take him?
That's what they'll start doing, is they'll just pick the halfling up as they and just kind of start carrying him.
Yeah,
and,
I'm asking the guards where they're taking him.
Yeah. The guards say we'll handle it from here. Don't worry.
So does that mean like cold iron or to some sort of hospital-esque place? The Majira would probably be
You should probably
good.
go report this immediately to Grimhand, even if it hasn't been a week. I feel like this is relevant information.
Do they not like communicate further with Aria?
Yeah, I'm asking like Majira. Are you gonna take him to the Majira, a hospital, cold iron?
They just tell you that they'll handle it, and you don't need to worry about it.
Okay, I'm gonna go up and ask Talia, hey, can you follow these guys to see where they bring them?
Sure.
Thank you.
How long just passed without trace last?
My stealth is not good, so I'm not even gonna
Hour,
risk
I
it.
think. Let me check. Yeah, an hour.
Okay, great.
But I think it might only last like while you're close to me, so no, it's only within 30 feet at the time of casting, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So, we'll see. Okay,
Um,
I'll follow them.
Yeah. You want to do a stealth check, or are you just walking behind them?
No, I'll do a stealth check.
With the relevant reminder to everyone that Talia is a completely unique looking person in the city.
Yeah, it's okay.
Put your hood up.
I put a hood up.
What is Talia?
Oh, right.
Exactly.
So I'm a tabaxi, which we have not met any. I'm a cat person, so we've met no other people who look like me. But you know, if it's a crowded street and I'm like, trying to stay, I'm tailing them. I'm not like really close.
Yeah. I mean, mainly what I mean is that
it's hard to be
like other people are going to notice you, and if they are looking for you, like if they know who you are.
Yeah. Okay.
But anyways, so do the rest of you just head on back to the ship then?
I'll wait for Talia.
Should we not meet up with? Oh no, did Bell not want to meet us again? I don't think. No, he said to just go see the guards, right?
Yeah, he just said to tell the guards and then they would handle it.
Yeah, took them dark then, yeah.
I mean, you can wait for Talia as well. Right where you are. Yeah, I mean, Talia, you would follow them around, and you'd find that they take the screaming halfling that is causing a big ruckus in the streets here. They're taking the screaming halfling and going into a nearby building that seems to be some sort of guard post.
Okay. That seems good enough for me. I have the hand, right?
Yes, you do.
Okay. I saw him use it. And he just said a wish. I'd like to go somewhere, like if I can just like go down an alleyway where I'm like not immediately visible to people, just like nearby, whatever's closest. And I'd like to say to the hand, without knowing exactly how it works, I wish for my husband to be teleported to my side.
I hope your husband isn't dead, because I don't think he'll through his all.
Yeah.
We'll see. I don't even know how it works.
As you say this, one of the fingers curls itself in.
Oh god. Okay.
And you'd have to give me a moment as I think about this.
If he...
Why don't we just give all the
this was
suspicious stuff to Talia?
I was gonna say, we cut to the party and we're like, what did we do with that skeleton hand again?
What did we do?
The sending bone, skeleton hands, yep.
Yeah.
My favorite was when you told me to go off on my own while
I'm concerned about the kid more than I am than you right now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. But I mean, I gotta think about this because this was an awfully bad idea. Like super terrible idea. Like one of the worst ideas.
like
that
only his soul is teleport, not his body or something.
Or like he was
around.
Was in a like life support tank.
Oh yeah.
He's just been teleported to me and now he's gonna die in front of me or something like that.
That's what I mean. I hope your husband isn't dead because you won't wait the result. You playing a dangerous game.
You gave us this item.
Yeah. I know.
As a scholar, you should know better.
and I specifically know that I gave you this item while also like demonstrating it.
Yeah.
So yeah. So let me think how this actually like plays out in a horribly bad way.
Oh.
Maybe it creates a new person. And then just like, yeah, I'm your husband, right? Yeah.
You just get half of them or something like that.
Like onward.
Are you super, super old now?
Dude, don't punish me.
Get just a picture of them next to you.
I mean, I'm sorry, you chose to use the cursed hand
Yeah, you're punishing yourself at this point.
to cast a cursed wish. So,
Like,
Honestly,
you saw
like-
him use it and blind himself, and I was like, yeah, this is a good idea.
So, yeah, Talia's kind of desperate. We've been here for 10 weeks.
I know.
Teleport into, it could be also like into your side as like the side of your body, like that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
said, I said to my side. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're now
I was-
Siamese twins.
Oh,
Oh god.
I was actually thinking about something like that, so because there's like, because the thing is, I know where this person is. I know what their state is, and so on, and like at its simplest, because like the thing with the wish spell is that if you have a really simple wish that is easy to execute, that is like replicable but with other magic, that's usually just like super safe and it's just like really great. But I'll like give you spoilers about this item in that this is specifically not the wish spell. It is like the wish spell, but it is like a super cursed version of it.
Hey,
Yeah, I mean, it's a monkey's paw, literally, so.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
So so hold on. How would this then in practice work?
Now you get to play 2 characters at the same time.
Because now I'm having to answer some metaphysical questions. Okay.
Part of me wishes that I had done it in front of you guys, because then, like, if there was something wrong with him, we have healers. But
Well, if it takes you too long to come back, I'm probably gonna go try and find you.
Could use the
also,
sending
if
bow.
there's something wrong with him, I'm gonna start screaming. So I don't think it'll.
We're too far away, right, to help. with
Yeah, but
that.
if you start coming looking,
I waited behind
Yeah.
to wait for Talia, so.
yeah.
I mean, I think Talia's like reaction is more likely going to be a bit of like confusion about what is happening.
Good
Oh.
God, if he got turned into a Warforged, that's been on my mind of like
Oh.
something that could have possibly happened to him.
Cool.
Oh, like Cyberman style. Oh.
I will hand the sending bone to Arya and be like, if you want to choose like an amount of time to wait.
Oh, like before you left, you handed it to me?
Did I leave?
Or did you wait outside?
Oh, I thought we were all waiting. I mean, if I did leave, then yeah, I gave it to you. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I mean, I don't know. Why'd you need to do that? She's fine, right?
Yeah, but it's just, you know.
Well, we're
location-
not on good terms with the guards right now, and I specifically sent her to go follow some guards, so just in case, I wanted to stay behind.
I guess.
And also, you know,
It's a way to locate, if just in case. So, Hardy, how's your lessons going?
Oh, great. I learned magic missile.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Very useful.
Do you have classmates?
No, it's just me.
Oh.
I wonder why.
They keep taking my book and examining it, but
What book is it?
it's just the book that I keep with me.
Did you find
Got-
anything about it, or
It's got all my spells in it. No, it's just a normal book.
Yeah.
that's what they said? They said it was a normal
Yeah.
book? I somehow doubt that
like
one.
any wizard book, I guess. It's weird that they take it from you. Like, how are you supposed to cast spells without it?
Well, I'll catch you up real quick. His book just like disappears at night if
I
someone
don't
else
know
has
like
it in
any of you.
costume.
Like, I just assume you're a wizard now. Are you a wizard?
I mean, I cast spells, so I must be a wizard.
Yeah, sure. I'll take you at your word.
A prodigy.
Sylvester, I see you have a prayer book. If you don't mind me asking, what religion are you following?
So what did you do before you came to this continent?
What'd you ask?
You asking me or
Yeah,
Arya?
sure. No,
Oh,
you.
I'm just hanging out in Karn Lawson, just chilling on the streets, you know.
I mean, if you
How
don't want
do
to
you
answer the
come by
religion
this
question, that's fine, but
prestigious
Jesus.
job?
I don't know. I kind of just stumbled into it, I guess.
Impressive. Must have great skill.
I mean, they said my magic would be useful, so probably that's why.
Yeah, I can see it.
Are you a wizard, Vesta?
No, I'm only a humble cleric,
What are you a cleric of?
follower of the divine. I don't have any actual skills, I'm not learned in spells. I'm granted them by the holy.
Ah,
Holy, what?
Yeah, the holy. you got to finish a sentence.
Like, if you don't want to talk about it, just
Yes,
say you don't want to talk about it, but you're just
Here on
not
this
answering.
continent, I've been doing the bidding of Hestia.
Hestia, you said?
is that like the phoenix?
No,
Oh yeah, the phoenix.
Hestia is the god of hearth,
Oh,
or goddess of hearth. She's a very generous and forgiving goddess.
cool.
Why are you so sketched to tell us? She's so forgiving and nice.
Here, and like I can just like make light or something. Let there be light.
I was like, I want to cover around.
Oh, I can do that. I can do something like that.
Are you
Change,
doing
like,
this
my-
in the middle of
Yeah,
the streets
that's what I'm
again?
saying.
Yeah,
Like,
no, don't
that's,
Right, no,
that's
we're
why
not
I was
supposed
like
to do that.
going around him, like okay. Yeah. Don't let
Not
the
supposed to
locals
do that. Ah,
Okay. I think I've come to a conclusion. In
Good
my
luck, Talia.
mind, I went through so many scenarios. There were some gruesome scenarios in there. But I think what happens is that yeah. I'm trying to think of like how does this manifest to you? or rather, I'm trying to think about like how do I describe this to you as like a person? How would you how does this come across? Basically, you make this wish. The thing occurs, and moments later, you see in front of you you've seen Star Trek, and like people using like the transporter.
Yes.
So you kind of see like that kind of effect, like the transporter beginning, and starting to like form the person there, and that's kind of where it ends. So you see in front of you like this blue energy or haze or some sort of like something that is like extremely vaguely in the shape of a humanoid, but super vaguely. Also, I suppose importantly, in this case, this energy field, if you were to estimate a height for it, it would be about as tall as you are. Okay. And yeah, it just kind of forms there, and just floats there in front of you, and immediately it's not doing anything. So what is your like immediate reaction to this? Is it confusion, as I expected?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and use my telepathy and like speak with what looks like a person, what I'm hoping is my husband. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna speak into its mind and go, Kieran.
Well, you don't find a mind.
Oh no.
You don't discuss, like you're not really sure if this is like outside your skills or however, right. But you don't like, you can't like, you're not making any sort of connection. It's not working.
Okay. I'm gonna like kind of walk around
it's like it's like if you were to like try and use your telepathy on a rock. Yeah. Like nothing's gonna happen. There's nothing you can really like use it on.
And if I like move, does it like, does its head like move with me, looking at me?
So it moves it as you kind of move around, it pretty much perfectly mirrors your movement. Not to the like extent of like making hand gestures or moving your head or anything, but like the distance it has to you stays as a extreme constant.
Okay. All right. And I am down an alleyway in a busy area. And this is a very odd creature, and we're not supposed to cast magic. How am I going to get him home?
Maybe you should use a wish.
Well, if he moves along with you at a constant distance, like you can just go home and he'll follow.
Yeah, he will, but other people will notice them.
Yeah, true.
I have this blue energy spirit tailing me.
I think Arya's gonna use the sending stone. Be like, "Hey, Talia, are you okay?"
No, come get me. And I describe where I am as concisely as I can.
I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna tell the others that if whoever was with me, I don't know if some of you went to the boat or not, but whoever was with me, I'm gonna tell them too.
I'm not sure, like, we can, like, move it easier, but sure. We'll go there, I guess. Like,
Alright.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, we can assume that everyone's there. All of you go where Talia is, and Talia, you have been probably looking out to the street, and you have seen some people kind of look over at you and look very confused. So that probably answers the question: does somebody else see this thing? It does seem like they do see this thing, and but so far nobody's been curious enough to come and ask you about it.
right.
I'm gonna try and block one of the alleyways,
like,
the view from the street, so people can't look from one way, at least.
That is interesting.
Do we see
What
what's
is that?
happening when we get there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Do we actually, like, see it and recognize it?
Yeah. You see that Talia is there standing next to some sort of blue magic ghost.
Oh, what's that?
Why you using spells? Does it
So, so I
Oh, good. You can tell this
Go
is
on.
again.
yeah, so I feel I can't really make up anything right now because this situation I don't know how I would possibly come up with a lie for it. So
You shouldn't even have tried.
I have the hand here. I used one of its charges, and I think it has one left based on how it seems to work. And I wished for let's start at the beginning, actually. 2 years
all
ago,
the way back.
Yeah, 2 years ago, my husband left on an expedition that he assured me was safe, and he did not come back. And so when he didn't, and the Empire put out a call for people to go to the land beyond the Great Phantom Wall, I forged, and my name is Talia Greystone, but I used my husband's credentials to get on the ship and come find him. And I have used this bone to wish for him to teleport to me, and this is what I got.
You used the bone that blinded the man?
Okay,
Yes,
we
that
can talk
was
about all that
very
afterwards. I think we
reckless.
should focus on the immediate right now. What can we do to help you right now, Talia?
So he kind of follows me, and I kind of like shuffle to the side and shuffle back. He kind of follows me around, and also my telepathy doesn't give me anything. I don't know what this is. It's not my husband.
Do you think he constantly teleports to your side at that distance or something?
Oh, or is he just kind of like walking behind me? Yeah, what happens to?
Well, I mean, the magic ghost is like floating. It's not, so it keeps, its shape is the same, and there's no walking movement or anything. It's floating in the air, and basically it's just like it's just a certain distance, and whenever Talia moves, it just floats behind.
Yeah, as if I was holding a balloon.
Yes, except that even more immediate reaction. Like there is no there's absolutely like no discernible lag to the movement.
Okay.
Like it's just perfectly mirroring your movement.
Mm-hmm.
Could I try to cast Speak with Dead on the thing?
Do you want to be casting spells here?
I thought we were in an alley. Like, I assumed people couldn't really see me.
And I'm trying to block one way of the alley so people can't see through too.
Especially if we put like some
Well,
people
you're not
just in the way.
I know Arya's big, but not necessarily that big.
I'm trying my best.
Well, okay, we can do it back. If we go home to our apartment, we can do it there.
Yeah, we can do. Yeah, I don't know how to get him back to the apartment without like attracting a ton of attention.
Well, you have a cloak, right? Can you try putting something on him?
Yeah. Okay. If I put a cloak on him, is he tangible enough? Will the cloak just like go right through him?
Unfortunately, this magic ghost seems to be entirely intangible.
Oh no.
God. Artie, you're like a magic prodigy. Can't you figure this out?
Artie, do not do anything to this thing. I forbid you from taking a single action.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, I don't know a good way to get you home without attracting attention, unless you want to go like by the roofs or something.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to bite the bullet and like bite the arrow and just walk home with him.
Talia, are you going to be able to go anywhere after this, or are you just going to stay in the apartment now forever?
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't have anything.
Are there like manhole covers into some sewer system around here?
Oh god, going back into the sewer.
I
the mask for
mean,
it.
you could, but even with the moment you spent there, you are pretty sure it's quite the labyrinth, and you're quite far from home, and you're not entirely sure how long lasting these masks are.
Yeah,
and if there's other dangerous stuff down there for a longer trek, so. Not necessarily. It would, I think, be a last resort.
And it was incorporeal, right? Like you couldn't hold things. Couldn't maybe the Arya, couldn't you like walk in the same place as it?
I was thinking that too, honestly.
Yeah. Could someone just walk in the same exact same volume as the thing? Just say we're glowing.
Like a conga line.
Yeah.
Just say it's my god imbuing me. So I don't know. I got divine stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
Sure. Let's try that.
It's a decent option. You can do that, but I will note that the thing that comes up there is that, well, first of all, Arya needs to perfectly mirror Talia. Which is its own thing, but also you need to I don't know what the word is, but you need to you have to make the motions to make yourself move. You're not floating around as it is. So basically what I'm saying is, if you're taking a step, then there's a glowing blue leg that's left in its place. So it would still it would cause a scene in on itself. Maybe like I think it would be less, but still it would turn heads for sure.
So far, that's the best option
Maybe we
we've
just
got,
go as
though.
fast as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I think that's gonna be
or,
worse.
like,
Us
maybe
running through
just
the
go on
street
the
with the
roof,
thing.
honestly. Just
Yeah, that's
take the
gonna be
roof.
worse.
Trailing us. Oh god. God, I can't believe this.
I mean,
I mean, I could take a cloak and put it over my head like a blanket or something. I don't know. Might help a little bit.
You can maybe intuitively notice that there is one finger left on the on the hand.
There is one thing left on the hand.
Let's not
You
use
could-
the hand.
I'm not going to use it until I know what's going on, because like
You shouldn't use a period.
What?
No. Maybe.
Maybe we can
Maybe
use
you
it
shouldn't
again.
have
you're
the
prying
hand.
this thing from my cold dead hands, let me tell you right now.
Use it again. You might end up dead. Who
Well,
knows?
I could pry it from your living hands as well. Just
Yes, maybe someone
I
that
mean-
won't use it.
yeah, someone
You're not
more
you're not
responsible
gonna
should
like
have
what
the hand.
happens when you try and do that.
We both have command.
How is like casting spells on within the party viewed
Oh,
in
boy.
this?
I don't
Like,
actually.
You don't do it.
you don't do it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Talia, I'm gonna
We
ask
can't
of
help you then.
You're clearly in an
if
emotional
you're not
state.
gonna cooperate, we can't help.
Would you just hand it over for now? I promise I will give it back to you.
Simple. I just say that like, if you're not gonna cooperate, we can't help. And I turn around and I walk away.
And you know,
I'm
Arya's
still gonna try and help.
a paladin, so you know that they can't lie.
Yeah, I will. I promise I will give it back to
I
you.
think
But
that's
for
a
now,
lie.
hand it over.
I'm a cleric. and
I
can
swear.
lie.
Oh my God, Bahamut. All right, there you go. I will give it back to you.
An urban legend is that if you ask a paladin if they are a paladin, they have to say yes.
Paladin, yeah, so.
I swear. Oh my God, Bahamut.
Oh yeah,
I
I
will give
also
it back to you
drop
tomorrow.
concentration on Pass Without Trace.
But for now, you're kind of in an emotional spot here, so I'm asking you to hand it over for now.
Yeah, I go back to the base.
Sure. You're heading home.
Without Talia.
Where, Arya, when do you think? What? Because before you asked for Artie's book, and then he asked for it back, and you said, "Oh, I don't think that's a good idea."
I gave it back to him when he needed it, though. And I didn't promise, oh my God, or anything, that I would give it back to him. I'm promising you, I will give it back to you tomorrow, first thing in the morning.
That was a lesser promise.
I didn't promise anything. I just said, can I have your book? And he said,
I can
yeah.
barely hear her. Is there something? Because like I can't see her either on video.
Who?
Haley. You can't see Haley,
Haley,
can you?
Yeah, no. I can barely hear her.
Oh,
Can everyone else
working
hear
fine.
me good?
I can. I
Okay.
can hear you, Haley.
Okay.
Now we
Oh,
can't hear
your
you,
head-
Iris.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Here.
Let's give it a moment.
Okay.
You know, I had a completely different plan for the end of today's session, but this is great. I love this. This is awesome.
That's
This
good
is
to know.
absolutely awesome.
Okay, do you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, because for me, Haley hasn't been here since the break. I just assumed like
Oh, I was wondering.
Yeah.
I wanted because you know what's hilarious is there was this moment where Haley was asking you about your goddess and you were ignoring her. Or it seemed like it.
Oh,
And it
I'm
was just like this
sorry.
perfectly timed comedy. In the back of my mind, I was wondering, can Iris actually hear Haley asking?
No.
Yeah, I kept
Haley
questioning you
hasn't-
about your god, and you kept giving me the subject, so I
Oh, I'm
figured you
sorry.
know.
No, I haven't been ignoring you. You haven't been here since the break. I
Oh,
think you're just like
Oh,
away,
Yeah.
and like when I didn't have my headset on, someone explained why, and I missed it.
Yeah, we thought you were like changing the like asking.
yeah, I
Ollie
thought you
about
were
his
dodging.
fingers, like-
You were dodging the questions. No, but it was timed
Which-
so perfectly that
Yeah.
I was wondering whether
Yeah, it was timed
yeah.
crazy.
Uh,
Okay.
But anyways, one thing I wanted to bring into this conversation and pondering of your options is that you're tunnel visioning a little bit into figuring out a way to get Talia from here to your apartment, and you're kind of seeing that as your only option. And again, like your default option is again going into like, we must hide this thing. Because I would ask you to also think about like long term. What's the next step if you stealthily make it to the apartment? What are you going to do with Talia then? Like,
We could
do
decide
you
that when we get to
have-
the apartment.
We were going to try and speak with Dead, which we wanted to
Yeah.
do in a private space.
Yeah,
But,
and I
like,
can also
do
try doing
you
divine sense
have-
when we get there too.
Yeah.
do you think that you have within your little circle, your little group, do you think you have the resources to deal with this problem?
I think
overall?
we have the resources to find out enough information to word the next wish well enough.
Next wish.
Basically what I'm saying is there's also always the option of just like going out and going to a god and being like, hey, I got a problem.
But then they
Like,
might charge us.
that's-
for
Yeah,
using
yeah.
that.
Like when we got back, I wanted to like commune and shit to see if we could help, but
We could still do that tomorrow once we get more information too.
Yeah,
Like that's still not
yeah.
out of the question yet,
Yeah, I just want to try and get more information with our resources before.
and we don't want to
try.
cast in the street.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
I
might
get
think it's
it, yeah.
magic, like arrest us or charge us.
But are they going to if you go to some like some god and you say like, hey, I'm in trouble, this is a problem, I have a problem, I am in trouble, I need help, do you think that is worse than sneaking around alleys and then some god being like, somebody's doing something really suspicious over there? Which one's the worst situation, do you think, from the god's perspective, who were told to look specifically after you people?
They're both bad though, because Talia took the claw, didn't tell the guard about it beforehand, and still used magic with it. So it's
I
still
know,
a bad option.
I know, but at this point, you're kind of between like lesser evils here. So like,
I
made
can try to send him back.
What?
banishment or what?
Yes, yeah, already go on.
Well, I was looking through my spell book, and there's this new one that says it can like put something back where it belongs.
I don't like that. No. Thank you, Artie, for the suggestion. I do appreciate it, but I don't want to try out. I don't want to try out this new spell that you've just found in the book.
this brand new
Also-
discovery.
Yeah.
You never answered my question. Can I have the claw just for now?
As an
Grudgingly hand over the claw, and you kind of have to like use a little bit of force for me to let go of it.
Okay. just for now. I promise I'll give it back tomorrow.
We got it. Now run.
As so actually, you like you try to like pry it off of Talia, and she's actually holding on to it like real strong, like not just like a little bit, but like real strong. And so you're probably gonna have to ask like, hey, let go.
Okay. Talia, could you let go? You're acting like you want to hand it over and then just keeping it.
I do want. I want to hand it over. I want to hand it.
Just open your
Give
hand.
me give me a yeah, just do a charisma check.
Saving throw or just check?
Check.
Oh my gosh.
So now, Arya, as you try to keep like tugging on the thing, now with using a little bit of force, you kind of pull it out away from Talia.
Thank you. It was a struggle, but we got there. So, do you still want to keep hiding this, or do you want to go to the guards? It's up to you.
I worry about what's going to happen, like long term, if they like want to study him and then like accidentally do something to erase him. I don't know.
Okay, so the plan is doing the I walk with it so far then? Back to the apartment?
Yeah, I
Okay.
prefer to do that.
Okay.
I mean, the end result may be that we have to find someone else for help, and that may be the guards, but I'd like to try and exhaust all our resources on getting information about this, if you all are willing to help me.
I'm gonna help you.
Thank you, Arya.
Do you think it's because we're
We
quite
already
far
know
away?
Vesta's decision.
Vesta walkway. There.
Sorry to say, but at this point in the story, Vesta is absolutely a snitch.
Fair. I mean, you only noticed for like half a day, and
Yeah.
And our first
week.
impression has been
A week and a
terrible.
still a
half.
week and then this happens. So
Yeah. Anyways, okay, so you start heading back towards your apartment.
yep, walking in tandem with the thing
Nothing.
Arya,
as best as I can.
Arya, I'm going to ask you to make 2 skill checks.
Okay.
It's not. You don't usually need to do 2, but this time I'm deciding 2 is the appropriate number of skill checks. So first off, you're going to be probably decently happy about athletics check.
Athletics, I'm still not very great at, to be honest. But
Oh,
How? What?
I put most of mine into Constitution and Charisma.
Smart.
oh, I guess in that sense, yeah, you are probably more happy about the next one. Performance check.
Can I
Still not great,
like
but yeah.
give her help by like trying to walk at a very even pace so that the
Nah, this is this is all about Arya's skill here right now, because
Oh no.
you two are going to look weird no matter what. Because if you like think about it, if you saw like two people out about in town where they're like trying to perfectly like mirror their movement, it's gonna look weird no matter what.
Also like the glowing effect, like Kieran's my height, right? He's like 5 foot tall. And how tall is Arya?
Like 6'5".
So the glowy effect is only like from like chest down, maybe.
Because my god is in my heart, that's why.
Okay. So, long story short, you make your way home. But on the way, a lot of people take note of you. You feel noticed. You feel you notice things, and also Talia, as you walk around, you come to the conclusion that it's a little bit you need to kind of think about how you're walking, as this ghost thing is like the only thing that it seems to care about is that like constant distance to you. So that is so basically, if you want it to be at a different angle to you, you basically have to like walk a circle around it to change its angle in relation to you. So yeah, so overall it's very awkward walking, and yeah, you feel seen, noticed by townspeople, by guards. None of the guards like outright stop you, but they stare at you.
Okay.
But as said, you make it home.
All right.
What do you want to do?
Well, I'll cast Divine Sense, I guess. See if that does anything.
The Divine Sense would not sense anything.
Okay.
Except, is one of you a strong evil? Anybody got any more skeletons in your closet? In relation to this magic ghost, nothing, no.
Detect magic. Tell us anything? No, I mean, it would maybe tell us the school of magic.
I could do it.
I don't know if that would be helpful.
Can't hurt to try.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been magic. Conjuration.
Okay.
Does the ghost like blink or move its eyes at all?
There are no discernible eyes. It doesn't look like a human. It's just vaguely humanoid shaped.
Does it have fingers?
It is I shall draw what you see. You see this. Basically, like that's the level of detail you see.
I see.
Here's a look at it.
Yeah, that's my Kieran. I was about to ask if he has like roughly Kieran's build, because I imagine as a dwarf he would have been like a little stocky.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well,
guess
it's
I'd
also
have.
your height, right?
Yeah, the magic ghost is my height, and Kieran is a dwarf, so he would be roughly around my height. Okay.
I was gonna say
Vesta's not at the apartment, is she?
she's at the ship, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm
Did
at
you
the
go
ship.
home? Oh.
No,
Okay.
I went to Grimhand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What do you tell Grimhand?
Well, I actually don't tell him anything at all at first. I want to give them the chance to come clean. I'll give them like an hour.
Well, I don't
Okay.
think that's gonna happen. You might as well say what you want.
Yeah, in that case, I tell the story basically.
I mean, unless Artie or God, how do you say your character's name? Curtis?
Zell?
Zell. Okay. Unless they want to. I know I'm not going to, and Talia definitely isn't.
Yeah.
But yeah. So what are you telling Grimhand?
In that case, I'm basically telling the story of how we, on behalf of Captain Bell, we went and went to the sewers to see if Sausage was the person that was at the party, and we were unfortunately seen by him because we had to go into his apartment to confirm to see him, and he saw us at the same time. And when he did, he used an item in his hand, which was another hand with three fingers up, and he said, "I wish to never see you again," and he became blind. We made him drop. We took the hand, specifically Talia took the hand, and on the way back, while we were while we were traveling back, Talia used the hand to wish for her husband to teleport to her side. There's now some kind of shining ghost thing constantly by her side. And I went to find you because I didn't quite trust her with. I didn't trust her with the hand, and I don't have the authority to act upon anything.
Grimhand is going to say, well, thank you for the information. I will go and talk to the ambassador. You should stick to your you should stick to your group. Go and wait with the others.
All right. Will do. See you in a week, or whenever it will report.
All right. See you. And
then
yeah,
I go back to the apartment.
Yeah, and Grimhand just kind of you've gotten to know him pretty well, and you can tell that he's going a little bit like he's a little bit rushing more than usual to go.
I wouldn't have told him about like Talia's personal details, that she like used forged papers to get here and stuff like that. She used a wish.
Yeah. So what else are you doing to troubleshoot this situation at the apartment?
Oh.
What about If we put him in a lamp, maybe it's a.
I mean, can you store ghosts or whatever this is in things? I guess that's a question for a wizard.
Yeah. Artie.
Yep.
Have you ever dealt with ghosts before?
No, don't think so.
Darn. Maybe if this lasts long enough that you go to one of your lessons, you can slyly ask about spirits of some kind.
I mean, we might want to just go directly.
Yeah.
If we don't have options here.
Yeah, Artie, your telepathy works a little different than mine. Could you try?
Sure.
It is the same situation. It is as if you were trying to use telepathy on a rock.
Cause mine, it just says creature. It doesn't say it has to be like living.
Yeah, but still the same thing. This So in other words, this thing doesn't count as a creature.
Okay.
That's not good. Oh man.
I mean, I don't think it's like, I think it's like inanimate.
Yeah.
Like just some like magic dust that's like around you.
Does this mean that he's dead?
Or unconscious, maybe in some way.
Right, but wouldn't he have just been teleported to me sleeping?
Maybe it didn't teleport all of him.
I mean, we don't know how this thing's working with magic dead zones either.
Oh, that's a great point.
Yeah, but like, I assume the hand is how the guy teleported in and out of the palace without.
But that's not a dead zone. They said they could just track the magic.
No, that's fair.
What if?
So if,
Also, what a terrible use of this wish hand. Just
why
to
did
teleport in and out? Like, not
I mean, we
just
don't
wish for the
know.
riches itself? Why would you
Actually-
bother stealing it?
wait, he might not have because he didn't say "I wish" when he did that, right?
Oh,
He didn't
yeah.
say anything. He just did. He just vanished.
He just said, "Oh, you can see me," and then he.
Yeah, so I don't think
maybe-
he actually did.
Maybe he just wished to have like the ambient ability to teleport without being tracked or something. I don't know.
What if
Could
we
also be
used?
something different.
What if
Could
we asked the last finger to just undo the previous two fingers?
Ooh.
No, I'm holding it right now. I don't think that's Also, I don't feel like losing my fingers. I feel like that's the only way that's gonna go.
I mean, obviously we have to like
I'm gonna need to
I don't know.
head out now. I'm sorry.
not
But
say quite like
I need
that.
to help with some stuff here before
Alright.
My partner goes to bed.
Yeah. Okay.
I need to give her a
uh,
shot that she can to herself. So
Yeah, we'll be ending here anyway soonish. But yeah, thanks for joining, and see you next week.
yeah, thank you. It's been fun.
See ya.
Sorry, I was ignoring you people.
No, one specific person, but no,
yeah,
it's okay.
yeah. Sorry. Sorry, I was.
It's a
ignoring
problem
you.
we had in the first
Really.
couple sessions. Actually, we
Yeah.
had like some technical difficulties where we couldn't see each
Yeah.
other.
But
Yeah.
we'll see
But
each
yeah,
other
see you.
next Sunday. I don't know when the break week is, but yeah.
I think
I
just
forgot
had it.
what
Yeah.
it means.
Next week.
Thank you for today.
See you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
But so yeah, actually, I guess I can like out of character tell you that's actually something I had not thought of. That would have been an interesting thing that could have happened, was that if like they were in a dead magic zone, maybe this is like a piece of that dead magic zone in the shape of that person that kind of was like around that person. So that would be an interesting thing. That's not the solution, but that was a really interesting thing, I think. Like it would be there would be a person-shaped hole in a dead magic zone somewhere, and and the person would be just fine, and they'd just be like, oh, I can use magic here, and then walks one step and, oh, I can't use magic anymore.
Yeah. I don't know.
But yeah,
Kate, don't know. I didn't decide if Kieran had spellcasting. I
feel like probably not. I mean,
no, I don't think he would either. No,
some sort of geologists have magics. Although you have claimed kind of to have, well, you haven't claimed, but you have kind of let people believe that you may have something.
Yeah.
Anyways, is there anything else that comes to mind right now that you want to do? Because we can also give it a week of thought of how to go on about this.
I want to ask Talia, is the call you made to Kieran with the wishing, or not the wishing, the sending bone? You can be honest about it now.
Yes.
Okay.
He is who I tried to contact. Yeah.
Shocking.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want
what
to?
do you actually do?
Oh, I'm sort of retired, because I did work procuring objects for anyone willing to pay coin, and I sort of I'd say more the in between person, but I did work with a few people in that trade, yes, and I really kind of couldn't work anymore after they closed all of the tunnels to the Underdark.
So yeah, a thief by the sound of it, right? Or just like a
smuggler more.
Smuggler? Okay.
Yeah.
Just curious.
So you're not an archaeologist?
No. My husband.
So those rocks you gave me were just regular rocks and not special rocks, like you said?
They're special. If they're special to you, then they're special rocks. Yeah.
I don't know if this is anything. Probably not. But the kid gave you a rock, right? The first day, like this kid came up and gave you a rock. I don't think that's anything, but it's interesting. I don't know.
It was cute.
Your husband's a geologist, so.
My husband is a geologist.
Oh, geologist.
Did anyone? I'm wondering if anyone picked up and wanted to maybe follow up with a question about that whole thing about like working for anyone. Because that sounds awfully familiar in this group.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what? Heck, I got a lot of flack for that. You didn't even back me.
You got flack for admitting it in front of a judge, okay? That's what you got flack for.
Can't lie to a judge.
What? What are your morals, man? You'll work for anybody, but you can't lie to a judge.
Paladin asking, like, what are your morals?
No, when the judge asked that, I like momentarily panicked of like, oh god, did they find out who I am or whatever? And then Sel immediately admitting to the same thing, basically.
Well, Bahamut believes in forgiveness, so as long as you're not doing that stuff anymore, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's good in my... Well, not good, but, you know, clean slate.
I mean, I kind of stopped because it wasn't viable
You were
anymore.
able to do it anymore. Yeah, you didn't actually do any... well...
There's no remorse. No.
There's no remorse.
Yeah.
Well, I think we will leave it here for this week. We'll I'll leave everyone to ponder what kind of options you may have, what what kind of consequences you believe may be facing yourselves after all of this, and yeah, of course you can try and come up with scenarios of what is actually happening here, but I'm gonna say I don't think you're gonna be able to like figure it out, so that might not be the most important thing to think about. Rather, what are you gonna do about this thing, because obviously it's gonna be quite the distraction if you're going around talking to people and asking them about questions, and then the only thing they have on their mind is like staring at this blue blob that's following around and being like, what is that? So yeah, as said, not what I expected, but that's what makes this great.
What did you think we were gonna do with that thing?
Not use
I'm
it
not gonna
after
get
we saw
into
someone
that.
get blinded by it.
Well, first of all, I did I did think that there was a tiny chance that you would use it for something, but also that it was a tiny chance because because it was obviously a cursed, completely super cursed item. But anyways, what the stuff that I had planned for like today, it's still gonna be happening later on, so it's fine. It just had to be moved aside from this much more
Sorry.
situation. But that's exactly why we play this. But anyway, see you next week with whatever's happening.
Bye,
Bye, everyone.
Bye.